A pump station in Dunkirk hit a water line yesterday afternoon, and that caused a big leak.
Now, they did think that they fixed the problem, but the mistake ended up causing a trickle-down effect of issues from boil water advisories to asking people to save water. Channel 2's Heather Lee is live tonight. She's in Dunkirk with the latest there. Heather?
Scott and Kate, good evening. That boil water advisory will likely be in effect until at least Saturday. Now, tonight there are businesses that are open, restaurants, even the local Tim Hortons, but they have to make some changes to make sure that the water that they're cooking with and the water that people are drinking is indeed safe. Now, people are still being asked to conserve water tonight while the county and the city and the water department here works to get those water levels back up from at one point they called critical levels. By lunchtime, water levels in storage tanks like this one were back up to around 50%. County officials say at one point they were just 25% full, so they asked people to conserve water.
Early this morning, the water levels in the storage tanks got down to a critical level, and they had since repaired the break in the water line. But at that time, the water that was going to be fed from the water plant was high in turbidity. The
water was cloudy, officials say, likely because dive teams stirred up sediment in the tanks while trying to address the original problem. Still, a boil water order was put into place just in case treated water became contaminated.
We've been collecting bacteria samples, and with the results of those bacteria samples, we'll be able to determine whether or not the water is safe to drink.
Officials at Brooks Memorial Hospital said they have ample bottled water for cooking and drinking. Patient procedures were not affected by the water problems, and they have portable hand washing stations and hand sanitizer throughout the facility. At one point, officials told the fire department they couldn't use hydrants because water levels were so low and that they'd have to use tanker trucks instead, but that's no longer a problem. Meanwhile, restaurants like Pizza Village were open today with a few minor inconveniences.
My staff called me at 8:30 this morning and say there was a water alert. So our procedure in that case is to basically boil all water before we use it. No soda, and we did empty our ice machine.
Officials here took 20 different water samples throughout the day today. Those were taken from various points throughout the water system, which serves not only the city of Dunkirk, but also the town. They'll get those test results from today's test tomorrow. Tomorrow they'll also do a second round of testing, and if all comes back clear, again, that boil water advisory will be lifted on Saturday, most likely at the earliest. If those tests do not come back clear, they start over again and need 48 hours of good results before everything is lifted. Reporting live in the city of Dunkirk tonight, Heather Lee, Channel 2 News.